到一个可以念大学、可以出国、可以找工作的那个样子，推荐他们来大必佳。哇
Oh, you guys are gonna be on TV.
Bro, 那场哇靠，
这个要点进去。哇，放一只牛在那边，哇靠！DB Talk Show， 你说我听，真人真事不加修饰。大必佳英语教育机构有着40年的教育背景，我们坚信着语言教育的本质，带领无数的孩子通过了语言的黄金学习期。那影片的初衷，希望邀请在这个机构所成长的，无论是老师还是孩子，分享我们这一趟辛苦但却值得回味的旅程。Today's host, this is Jonah。今天来邀请到的是一位英语为母语的老师，让我们掌声欢迎 Teacher Romaine。
Hi guys, my name is Teacher Romaine. I was born in Jamaica and raised in St. Lucia, and then I immigrated to America. Now I've come here to study a bachelor and a master's degree in chemical engineering. I'm very happy to teach at DBG.
So we have known each other for many years.
Long
time. And I have asked you to do a lot of things for many years.
We've grown old together.
Yeah. We call you foreign instructor, not just foreign teacher, because you teach not only English, but also life skills or their attitude.
Right.
So how many years have you worked for DBG? How do you feel?
I've worked for DBG for maybe 4.5 years now, and I believe this is the best teaching experience I've ever had. I've been in Taiwan for 8 years. I've taught for about 6 years.
How do you think about the pronunciations of the kids in DBG?
There is a huge amount of attention that is paid to that. Before, I used to have teachers. The teachers could not speak perfect English, and what the English that they could speak, they would transfer to the children. So there's often times where you'd hear your students having this sound. Instead of saying the sound, they'd say lis or lat, or in most cases, they don't finish their words. So they say a long word and the ending sentence. There's no diction, there's no pronunciation at the end. But around here, everything from front to back, phonics to the small sounds in the middle, everything is detailed, and we make sure we pay attention to every student's pronunciation. So before class, you have to say the words correctly. During class, you have to say the words correctly. Even me, I have to pay attention to their phonics, because some cases they will say it, they hear the teachers, they still don't say it right. I have to back it up as well. So there is huge focus that's placed on that, and I believe for effective communication, that needs to be the goal, because that's the only real issue as far as in Taiwan. People, they can memorize words, but they don't know how to speak them properly in some cases.
So speaking properly with a perfect pronunciation is a must. But actually, we did a lot of things. We put a lot of efforts on correcting teachers or children.
Yeah. Sometimes I make mistakes. I'm not perfect, of course. But in a lot of the times, I would say something or read something wrong.
Teacher, you read this wrong, or you said this wrong.
Thank you, you're too smart. I'd be like this in class. It's often pretty fun. It's exciting, and I'm surprised sometimes. It makes me feel like all my students have talent, and the teaching that I do means something, you know?
And the most important thing is we teach them with patience. 很耐心的去调整孩子的发音，甚至是跟外师的互动，因为我们希望达到的是 everyone can speak good English.
Yeah.
我们说腔调这件事 ，the foundation is the pronunciation. 对不对？今天发音一定要对，你的腔调才会漂亮。如果发音不对，再怎么学还是不像。所以大必佳给予的不只单纯只是发音，还有教他们如何用正确的口型讲出正确的发音。Have you ever taught English in the other institutions? And what's the difference between them and DBG?
Yeah, before DBG, I taught at... There was a huge difference in every single level. The teachers there were not as involved as they are here. They weren't even in the classrooms. When I taught, I had classrooms of about 20 to 30 students. And then as far as the attitudes were concerned, there was a whole different set of personalities all mixed together. You'd have quiet students, loud students, troublesome students, smart students, all mixed together. So it affects each other's quality of learning. And then furthermore, with that many students in one class, sometimes it's a nightmare to handle. Normally, in order to get control of them, I'd have to be shouting or stuff like this, and this could scare them, which would cause a whole set of other trouble as well. And then in other instances, they told me, don't need to shout, call them and let even a scarier teacher come and scare them back into place. Oh, their parents are going to hit them or something like that. They won't be able to see the value themselves in learning English. So I believe that this is not really a good place that's conducive for learning, because you can't use fear to control someone's interest in a subject, right? It's going to push them more away. It's not going to drag them towards it.
Okay, so wow, that's a lot of difference.
Yeah, huge difference.
So how do we train you to do the class management management? That's important.
So I would believe that this is kind of almost intuitive, almost natural, because in class, they would let you handle it the way that you see fit. And then in my early days, they would tell me, you probably should not do this. Or I have a homeroom teacher with me at all times. So in case the situation gets really out of hand, they help me take over. Because in most cases, it seems that they have more authority with the children, more closeness. So they're better able to communicate. After I build rapport, I will be able to do the same thing. And these local teachers, they understand that. So 9 times out of 10, if I do something that they believe that needs fixing, they will tell me after class, hey, you could probably do this or say this. This will help you manage them and they'll be more responsive to you. So I believe that was insanely helpful.
As you mentioned, so homeroom teachers all have the abilities to communicate with foreign instructors. So there's no gap between us.
Yeah, there's no gap. Regardless English or Chinese, I understand. There's zero gap.
This is very important. 所以在大必佳，我们的老师、中师是完全跟外师没有间隔的，可以沟通的，是叫做完全可以在所谓的教学管理甚至教学成效上面达到我们希望外师去带给孩子们的利益感受，或者是今天发音的要求。Okay, so all the teachers in DBG, we can see the potential of the kids.
Yeah.
So we will not tell you like, oh, this is a troublemaker or something like that. So how do you distinguish or how do you know we did this in the class?
Yeah, so like I said, back in my old school, these kids would be from different types of backgrounds, different types of attitudes. It would be hard to navigate 30 students, right? But around here, of course, you're going to have some students that have maybe some disability or have some issues that influence their interest in learning English, right? What I learned or what I picked up is from examples. So I would see the local teachers teaching these students, and the students that were more disruptive, to say, would be handled in such a way. And because I saw this, I was able to mimic them as well. There are like a million methods that I was able to absorb and use in my own classes to better handle these types of situations. So I don't believe there are any really bad students or any really disruptive, or every student has good potential. It's just how you bring it out of them that counts. And I learned that from example, and sometimes you get hints there and there. Sometimes if I don't know the student, I'll get a hint, okay, be more patient with this one, or make a little more jokes. They think the class is boring, make it a little more exciting, draw funny pictures, something that would keep their interest. And I love that vision that the local teachers also have, because it makes my job a lot easier as well.
We are sensitive.
And we're very sensitive.
We're very sensitive to very kids because I'm
a sensitive person, and you can tell.
So kids are from everywhere, different backgrounds, different families. But in DBG, we always have more ways, more methods to lead your children, lead our children, because we know we are coaches and we are also teachers. So teachers will teach you the professional skills, but coaches will lead you how to do it.
Exactly. Leading by example.
Yeah. The last question. So for teacher Romaine, some of the students know you can speak Chinese, but in the class you only speak English.
Right.
So today I will use Chinese to ask you.
Okay.
在大必佳这个工作这么多年作为一个外师，如果今天有机会再回到当年你找工作的时候，或者是说今天有学生或者是语言学习者想要学习英文，你会推荐他去哪里学习？
我一定会推荐他们来大必佳读书，因为大必佳就是最好的补习班。对我来说，我认识的学生，他们的能力都很高，都很厉害。就是跟他们讲英文，我自己也吓了一跳。所以我觉得，如果他们真的要他们的能力进步到一个可以念大学、可以出国、可以找工作的那个样子，一定要来这里读书。
身为外师我们讲外语指导者foreign instructor 的推荐，我想观众们也可以去思考说，在台湾有这么多的机构，这么多的老师，其实都很努力，但是有一个很重要的点是 right strategies lead to right result， 就是正确的策略带领到正确的结果。今天也非常谢谢这个 Teacher Romaine 来到我们的 studio， 那我想我们也有个非常愉快的对谈。接下来我们继续要来用正向的能量带领更多的不管是老师们也是孩子同学们，然后正向的学习英文，因为 being awesome is a must and making it happen requires trust。我想相信就会看见，信任就会实现。And Teacher Romaine, I want to tell you the last thing. DBG is always your second home.
I love you guys.
好 ，OK， 好，那我们就下次见喽，拜拜，
拜拜。 I love this thing. This is really good.
Have you noticed that teachers shout at students?
It's commonplace in the other school, but it's only in extreme cases if there's a student that's really out of hand or has like some sort of mental disability that needs to be covered. Asperger's or attention deficit disorder.
Yeah.
In these cases, of course, they will go out of hand and you need to reason with them. Their parents aren't available, so you have to go to extreme measures. But 9 times out of 10, there is no shouting. There's always reasoning with the students.
A lot of parents say the kids in DBG are so natural.
Yeah.
A lot of institutions, when the new parents or new clients come in, then the teacher will use a sharp eye to behave. But our students are so natural.
No, we support happiness here.
Yeah.
Everybody's supposed to come here to have fun and learn at the same time.
So we are happy DBG.